Well, hey guys, so today we're joined by Matthew. Thank you so much for joining us today.
No, thank you, Rebecca. Thank you for having me.
So first off, I believe you are enrolled in the Gap Year program. Why did you choose to go on a gap year after completing Year 12?
Yes, Rebecca, that's correct. I'm involved in the Gap Year program. So I chose the Gap Year program because I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do after school, and I didn't want to be locked into something that I didn't want to do for the rest of my life. So I chose the Gap Year program because of that.
Great, cool. And then so what appealed to you about the Gap Year program in the Air Force?
Yeah, so I have a bit of family in the RAF, so that helped a lot. I always, as a kid, wanted to join the Air Force, and I absolutely love aviation and aircraft, and being a part of the Air Force is amazing.
Yeah, cool. So what does RAF actually stand for again?
So RAF is Royal Australian Air Force.
Okay, cool, awesome. And then so what was the process that you undertook to go on a gap year in the Air Force? What did that look like? Did you have to apply while you were currently at school? Like, how did it all happen?
Yeah, so after school, I had a year off just of working. However, during that year, I went to my local Defence Force Recruiting Centre and I did my U session. So basically what that means is you come in, you do a bit of a testing, about an hour or so, and then you unlock all the jobs that you can do. So from there, you can pick and choose. Now, I originally picked crew attendant, so gap year crew attendant, and then you do U session of that. And then a few weeks later, you go to an assessment day, which is basically just an interview, just like the one we're having today, of why you want to do that role. After that, depending on what role you go for, you can do more interview processes, or you can just get a call up or an email and say, hey, you've got the job. And then from there, you're good to go.
Awesome, cool. So what have you ended up doing now though? So what's your role now?
Yep. So I'm currently a gap year warehouse store person. However, next year I will be remustered to crew attendant.
Okay, cool. So what sort of training did you undergo as part of the gap year program so far?
Yeah, so part of the gap year program, so the first thing we do is head to Wagga for our recruit training, so number 1 recruit training unit, and we do 10 weeks there, and that's where you learn how to march, you learn how to shoot weapons, you learn all these teamwork and time efficiency skills, and it is amazing. You have an amazing time. After that, you head to your mustering specific roles. So mine was in Wagga as well. So I had 15 weeks in Wagga at RAF SALT, to the School of Admin and Logistics training, where I learned how to, for my role, warehouse store person, issue equipment and order equipment for aircraft, etc. And then after that, we get posted to a squadron.
Awesome. So can you just explain to us a little bit more about the warehouse role that you're in now? So there's a big warehouse basically, and you're in charge of making sure everything is getting to the right place.
Yeah, so Rebecca, there's lots of different roles. So depending on what squadron you're located and what you're doing, some of the roles include like placing orders. If your squadron needs something, you place that order. Another thing would be receiving it. So once you've got it, you got to put it in the right place to where the technicians need it. So basically the technicians go, we need this part, so you got to order it for them and then get it to them safely and efficiently.
Awesome, that sounds really cool. So what sort of opportunities have you had on your gap year?
Yeah, so I've actually had an interesting gap year with amazing opportunities. So straight out of recruit training, about a week or two later was Anzac Day, and we actually got to march down this main street of Wagga on Anzac Day parade, and it was an amazing experience. Having everyone on the side of the street just clapping and applauding us it felt amazing, and I absolutely loved that.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, and another big experience for me was because of COVID, I was unable to get up to Queensland, which is where I'm posted to now for my posting. So for 3 months, I was actually stranded in Wagga, just staying at the RAF base. Now, in that time, I actually got to work with the military police for 3 months and do a lot of policing duties, which was absolutely incredible and something I wouldn't expect to do on my gap year.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Cool. I guess silver linings. You were probably like, damn, I can't get to Queensland. And then you've been able to have some amazing experience that you would never have usually had. So
exactly. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's cool. And what would you say is the most exciting part of your gap year experience so far?
Most exciting part would probably be when I did get to Amberley, and I actually got to go to 33 Squadron, so the KC-30, so one of the planes there, and 6 Squadron, one of the fast jets. I had to go look at these aircraft, and they were awesome. They were really, really cool. And I felt amazing. I loved it.
Oh, it would be so epic. Like that would be so
epic.
Fun. Yeah. So what will be your role in the Air Force in 2022, and what motivated you to choose this? So this was your original plan, I guess. So can you explain to us a bit about that?
Yeah, so crew attendant is like your basic normal flight attendant with a lot of other duties to it. So there's a lot of extra duties. But that's what I'll be doing come January next year. I start my training here in Amberley as well. But that'll involve working on and around aircraft every single day, and that's something I'm really passionate about.
Yeah, that will be fun. That will be fun. So you'll get to be flying in these amazing aircraft all the time.
Definitely, yeah.
Oh well, have fun with that. I'm very.
Thank you very much.
That would be seriously cool. And good luck with the rest of your time there. And thank you so much for joining us.
That's right. Thank you very much for having me.